Leeds win comfortably at Watford to put a 9-point gap between themselves and the relegation zone, in the process inflicting a 9th straight Premier League home defeat on the hapless Hornets. Here's what went down. Goals from Raphinha, Rodrigo and Harrison do the business for Leeds at Vicarage Road. It's the 3rd win in 4 for Leeds and Jesse March. Cast your mind back to that Villa game. They are in a much, much better place than they were. For Watford, a 21st Premier League defeat of the season. They stay second bottom. Watford are unchanged after they went down fighting up at Anfield. Hernandez, João Pedro and Sarr with the responsibility up top. Dennis and King on the bench. For Leeds, Koch in for Forshaw in central midfield. England's Calvin Phillips continues to be dripped back in from the bench after his injury. We are going to look at the goals in just a second in this one, but do me a big favour, hit that like button and help support the video and the channel. So Leeds take the lead on 21. Dan James hooks it over his head towards the box, and here is the big mistake. Samir has a chance to either clear it or kind of cushion volley the ball into Kutska. It's really poor. He ends up doing neither. It's a hospital ball, and of course Dan James is going to get there first with his speed. So it's not really even a 50-50 in the end. It runs for Raphinha. That's the negative done, because from here on it's really, really good from Raphinha. Opens up his body, shapes to go in the far corner, whips the ball back, gives the keeper the eyes, cracks it in off the near side post. This lovely play from Raphinha. Yes, Watford are punished for not clearing their lines though. A 10th Premier League goal of the season for Raphinha in 28 starts. It's 1-0 at half-time to Leeds, and Watford do have a go in the second half. Sarr misses a big chance to make it 1-1, and then on 73, it's another defensive calamity for the Hornets. Harrison slides it through to Rodrigo, and again, they look like they're in position to clear their lines, Watford. Camara's doing the right thing. He's come across from full-back. He's on the cover. He could just roll this back to Foster and jobs are good. But he tries a little sideways pass 3 or 4 yards to Samir, who's not having his best day. He's not expecting it. Gets caught under his feet. The ball then bobbles back. Give Rodrigo some credit. He just keeps on the run. He's waiting for the mistake. The mistake comes. And then when that ball goes through, little toe end past Foster. And he's able to just stick the ball into the empty net. Again, Leeds able to punish some really bad defending by Watford. Rodrigo has scored in each now of these 3 important wins. 3 goals in 4 for the Spaniard. And it looks like the Watford heads drop from here on out, with the game swung 2-0 now in Leeds' favour. Llorente has a really decent chance from a set play to make it 3. Harrison does 5 minutes from time. Nice little feed through from Greenwood, and again it's a bit tardy at the back. Cavasele doesn't really engage, so Harrison goes, okay, why not? Gets out of his feet. It's a really good shot from Harrison. He just drills it through. Could he have been closed down quicker? Again, we can point at the defending, but again, very much like the Raphinha goal, we do need to say it's a really nice finish for Harrison. 7 for the season, 3-0 to Leeds. Looking at the numbers here, 2 really pop out to me. First, Watford 1 shot on target. They really didn't create enough. I know Roy Hodgson would probably argue that if they defend properly, they did make that decent chance for Sarr, and you get a classic Roy Hodgson 1-0 win. That's not what happened though. They didn't defend in that manner. The other number that jumps out obviously is the 3 goals for Leeds from 0.94 XG, which tells us the Leeds finishing was very, very good, especially Raphinha, especially Harrison. They punished the bad defending from Samir and co at the back for Watford and got that job done. So from a Watford point of view, look, 9 home defeats on the bounce is obviously terrible. Everton winning is not helpful as well. We're recording on Sunday morning. Norwich host Burnley later. One of those 2 is going to be scoring points today. Again, if you're positive, you could argue that if Watford cut out the mistakes and took their chances, but we're very much in the territory of well, ifs, buts, and yeah, they didn't, did they? And they just didn't execute in this one. And I think the most annoying thing for the Watford fans is they didn't make it that hard for Leeds to go and win this game. Poor play gets punished in the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Is there any hope for Watford? They do still have to play Brentford, Burnley and Everton in the next 3 home games. Can they leverage that? I hear you say, but they've lost 9 home games in a row. Does it matter, even those head-to-heads coming up, and are Watford already cooked? From a Leeds point of view, excellent. And let's be frank, they can only beat what's put in front of them. And mistakes were made. Leeds executed well. Leeds punished. And Leeds took a 3rd win in 4 games. 10 points in those 4 games as well at an absolute vital time of the season. Was it a total football destruction sweeping them away? Probably not, no. But did it need to be? No. And Jesse Marsch said as much in his post-match interview. Look, 33 points in 32 games for Leeds now. We've said for the longest time this is a low-tide season. Anything around 1 point per game, which would take you to 38. They're 1 point above 1 point per game now. Anything around that we think is going to be enough with the low tide. Obviously, there is the caveat of some difficult fixtures for Leeds coming up. Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea still to play. Burnley have games in hand. So please let me know in the comments, what more do Leeds need to do now? Is it 1 more win and a draw? Do they need 5 points maybe? Or do you see Burnley coming strong and Leeds might still need to possibly win 2 of these remaining games between now and the end of the season? You never know in these situations. And all I would say as a rule of thumb is that teams at the bottom, and I'm talking about Burnley perhaps here in Watford, don't all of a sudden start scoring 2 points per game over any kind of run, do they? Let me know your thoughts via the comments. This, as ever, has been a dearly departed video covering the teams that got promoted from the Championship under my watch. And as ever, we thank Simon, who is our fan sponsor for all the dearly departed shows. We may get a bit more of a dearly departed fix later. We'll keep an eye on Burnley and Norwich, and maybe there might be another video later. We'll see how today goes. In the meantime, if there's not, why not check out last week's dearly departed video. That is Brentford's incredible 4-1 win at Chelsea. See you soon.